and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Stafford. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Now Wilson on first down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's brought down. So for this defense, a tall order had tried to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a 7th and 8. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. Flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. 21-0 our score after 1. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Penny will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by David Long. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd down, Carson. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Miller. Close left.
Wilson will throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Delano Hill. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flushed out right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Stafford here.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Rams 34, Seahawks 7.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And they're able to get this. One across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
Throwing again at Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a 1st down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
On 1st down at Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 41, Wilson. He's going deep for Brown.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Quick slant to Brown. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 26.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Flush to his right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
I need to get my swag
From deep
right
in
there.
the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
To throw again on second down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
They snap it to Stafford.
And this one complete to Gafford.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Stafford looks to throw again. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Rams add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12.
He'll spot Eskridge open left side.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
He's check 22. 0.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Flushed out right.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Stafford. Forced out to his left. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Delano Hill. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Draw play. This is Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Penny, a 1st down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Throwing here, Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
From the 25 on second down, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by D.J. Reed.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost,